For me, I personally felt the session yesterday evening and the session on ethics today by Manoj sir was quite interesting. It's important to understand the value of ethics in business, and hearing him speak with his great expertise and the examples of what's happening in the real life was quite. It was an eye opener, and it is something that I would personally want to advocate in all my companies. The session yesterday about how we can change our vision of this company was again quite interesting, and that is something I'm going to take back and work on in the future.
KPMG has provided us with a lot of good tools and practices, theories which are generic enough that it can be applicable to a lot of business problems or dynamics that we face in the future. So we will definitely be taking that back and using that not just for the specific problem that we came here today for, but also for problems that we have in the future.
It doesn't have to be problems with business only. It
Yeah.
can be problems in life as well. There are many things that you can utilize that we've understood in these last 2 days that can be utilized for personal problems also. As I mentioned, the session yesterday on how we can move away from the traditional thinking of what our business is or should be. For example, if we are currently the auto parts distributor in Kerala and Tamil Nadu for several brands, how we can go one step ahead and become an ecosystem, how we can become an entire supply chain by integrating the forward and backward both segments of the supply chain. That was quite interesting with the incorporation of data, which is quite important, and the incorporation of technology. Um, Fortunately, in our case, we've done quite a bit towards that area in the last couple of years. But again, there's a lot of work to be done, and as we have discussed in these sessions, there is a long way to go, and I think it is a great future to be a part of. The ethics session today, as I just mentioned earlier, was quite impactful. It's important that be it big, be it small, every business, every organization incorporates certain level of ethical and code of conduct policies into their systems, into their beliefs. This is something that I would strongly like to take part in the future of our companies.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also being second generation into this business, our focus has to be on building a sustainable business which will not just like how our fathers were able to give us this business, we should also be able to give our future generations a sustainable business that they can continue to build and grow.
It's quite important. You can be CEOs, you can just be an entry level person in the organization. It's important to, it opens up your mind, it opens up various levels of thinking that you may not have had the chance to think about. It's also great being in this place, MindEscapes in Ooty, because it's away from the city and the commotion of the city. Are isolated, so you only have your thoughts to process.
Yeah. And you may think that you know everything, you have a plan for what you want to do in the future, but having that time to sit with experts, discuss what your plans are, what you are currently doing, and even if it is just a reorientation of where you are currently, it's invaluable. Like, I'm sure that we're stepping out of here with such a clear picture as to how we have to continue to build this company.
I think it's a great, firstly, it's a great initiative undertaken by Federal Bank, KPMG, and MindEscapes to come together to provide such a wonderful experience to us and to other clients as well. Seeing as it can be a growth opportunity for all the partners involved. It is not that there's a growth opportunity for us. Um, I would certainly recommend this program to uh, a lot of my friends who are from different industries, my industry partners as well, my suppliers as well as my customers, just to be a part, even for a day, to get a broad understanding of the industry we are in and how we can grow further and move from the same systematic approach that we are currently following. I don't feel there are areas for improvement is not right as far as I feel. I think it's more of a give and take. So you are working right then and there based on the inputs from us, and you have to work around a workshop, work around a seminar based on the real life situations, the realistic facts and figures. It's not made up. It's not fiction. I wouldn't say there's areas for improvement, but I think it's a fantastic job what the entire team has put together to give us a broad understanding of what we should do. And as he said earlier, there may be times when people come into the workshop. It could have been the case with us also, where we think that we know everything, and we think that because we are one of the leaders in this particular industry, that um, we would be the ones to make change, but that doesn't happen in most cases. So I wouldn't call it area for improvement. I would say it's a fantastic job, in fact, to have such a broad understanding of different levels of industry, different types of industry. Firstly, come with an open mind, which is what we did. Um, um, it's important to know the industry you are a part of. It's important to know the figures of the industry you are a part of, because this session is designed to ensure that maximum output can be taken off from what you are going through and how you can be. So it's just try to keep an open mind is what I would say. Well, Federal Bank for us is more like as I keep telling everybody, it's more like a family bank to us. It's been there with us for a long time, and it's supported us all throughout, and I'm sure the support will be lasting for a long, long time.
And in the end, it's always great to see when any stakeholder of yours is as interested in your growth as you yourself are. It goes a long way to show that they just don't think of this as a transactional relationship. They are really looking at it as how can we ensure that they are growing for the next 10-20 years, and we are also growing with them.
I don't think sitting in the office we would
This
have
wouldn't have been
achieved
possible.
what we to the level that we have achieved in the last 2 days, only because you are away from the day-to-day uh, day-to-day life. You are just involved in expanding your mindset, your horizon of thinking, and you're brainstorming ideas. It's not where KPMG will tell this is what you're supposed to do, this is what you're supposed to do. It's a give and take session. So they are evolving their answers, they are changing their pattern based on the inputs given by you, which is quite interesting. Um, so yes, I would suggest, and Ooty is a beautiful place. We've been here before.